Hi everyone. I'm here to share something very personal, something I never expected but couldn't keep hidden any longer. It all started 6 months ago when my 20-year marriage ended. Mark and I had grown distant. He wanted a quiet life, children and grandchildren. I wanted more than the quiet. The problem is I stayed too long. I thought I could fix it. I thought I could find my way back to myself, but I was wrong. The day Mark moved out, I was strangely calm. Part of me had already left. I spent those first months in a fog. I would wake up and suddenly miss the sound of his breathing beside me. But then I would think of his silences, his unwillingness to talk or compromise, and I would feel only relief. One evening, it struck me how still the house was. It had always been full of life, even when Mark and I were fighting. Why did I think I'd enjoy living in an empty house? I didn't. That's when I called my best friend, Carolyn. She picked up and I could hear the worry in her voice. I could tell before she even spoke that she knew why I was calling. My mom needs something, I heard her say to someone. I hoped she meant my husband. Then Carolyn was on the line. You need help, she stated, not asked. How can I? Sienna can come stay with you for a while. Suddenly, the thought of another person in my house triggered a panic. Carolyn continued. She's going through a rough patch. Her boyfriend broke up with her. She needs support. Please, Mara, I have to get her out of that apartment. I paused. How long? A week, maybe 2. Sienna wouldn't be a burden, I told myself. It would be nice having company again. And besides, I knew Sienna. She was a strong, smart young woman, a breath of fresh air. In many ways, she reminded me of myself at her age. What could I possibly worry about? When Sienna arrived, I realized I had worried about everything. The minute she stepped in, I felt unsettled. There was a quietness about her, a gravity in her gaze that hinted at unspoken stories. Then, one night, she came out of the bathroom wrapped in only a towel, her hair still wet from the shower. It was innocent, casual, yet it undid me. I tried to act normal, but the sight of her stirred something in me that had been dormant for years. I was undone. One night, as we were listening to music, Sienna turned to me and confessed her feelings. She admitted she had been attracted to me from the start. You make me feel safe, she said, her eyes searching mine. Before I could respond, she added, but I won't make things weird. If this is making you uncomfortable, I can move out. I shook my head, stunned by my emotions. I managed to stammer. No, you don't understand. I couldn't let her go. I wanted her here. With every fiber of my being, I loved my daughter-in-law. I just never intended for her to stay more than a few weeks. Over the next few weeks, we explored our feelings. I discovered a passion I never knew I possessed. Sienna and I created a world of our own, sharing intimate moments, laughter, dreams, and fears. She was more than a guest. She was my confidant, my lover, my rock. Together, we found solace in each other's arms. But a part of me couldn't help but wonder about what people would say. I fought against the whispers, the judgments, because in that moment, all that mattered was the love we shared. I loved her spirit, her kindness, her ability to bring light into my life. She gave me a reason to believe in love again. Then one day, life took an unexpected turn. We were both offered incredible opportunities that required us to leave town. As we sat in my living room, the weight of the situation pressing down on us, we knew we had a decision to make. It was a choice between love and loss, between holding on and letting go. In the end, love won. We chose each other. We chose to take a leap of faith, to trust that our love was strong enough to withstand whatever challenges lay ahead. Hand in hand, we embarked on this new chapter, ready to face whatever came our way, knowing that as long as we had each other, we could navigate through any storm. Our love story may not have been conventional, but it was ours. And that, I believe, is all that truly matters. Thank you for listening.